Like, look, so one thing I really hate about the new patch is that, chat, like, this is all blue, right? This is just all Europe owned by you. Well, I mean, obviously, I did more than that, but still, pretty representative is I own all of Europe, all of the New World, including Australia, right? And, quite a huge chunk of Africa, I might say. But still, the thing is, I killed Africa, I conquered Africa pretty early in the game, so they didn't really have a chance to develop their ass off. So you see, these are kinda like early game, early game development. You see, Vets is 11 development and all that. This is just early game development. Nobody's really touched them. And yeah, so Africa is basically intact, just as how it was when you start the game. Well, I did a bit of concentrating development, obviously, so we get that in our capital. But the US is also kind of like it's not like so shit like the old patches, but not like crazy high as well, right? So if we just look at the map, you don't think that this is something very different than old patches. But if you look at the development, I'm already at 24k. And this is only Europe plus Africa plus the New World. The New World conservatively has about 3,000 maximum. Like, this is the highest I would give the New World, because like even look at Caribbean, it's just 6. Like, this is like nothing really like out of the ordinary. Africa is still crap, and even like Eastern Europe is mostly crap. Like, Russia isn't like crazy high. So this Western Europe here is actually insane in terms of development. Like, all this stuff are all 40, 50, some even 68. And this is just done by the AI. And to give you like a little reference, when I finish a world conquest in the old patches, like a couple patches ago, before they change the HRE to this obnoxious like situation, I would finish a world conquest with about 23.5k of development. 23,500. So this number right now, what I own is already more than a normal world conquest in the old days. It's just nuts, man. Like, and I mean, honestly, if Germany is this highly developed in 1700s, they would have never lost a single world war. Like, how do you beat that as England or France? Like, this shit. Like, look at the German heartland. This shit right here, it's more than Britain, Spain, and France combined. Just this alone. I'm not sure about Italy, but Italy's pretty high too. But still, like, with the amount of provinces Germany have, and like, just what the fuck? Like, Italy's not even that outrageous comparative. But anyway, I will leave you with this beautiful timeline, and I will go to the bathroom. Portugal is there. Some unnoticeable pain in the arse. And for your information, Aragon actually formed Spain. Because they got a PU on Castile. So Benny, how are you doing? It has been such a long time since I saw you. And it's also kind of funny the Ottomans would decide to push to like the Caspian Sea. You don't know. Do you feel like killing yourself today? And after moving ourselves to the New World, that's where our capital is, Brazil. Did I release Granada? Or actually, maybe I didn't. Did I or did I not? Oh, I did. I released Granada myself. Because I wanted to do the privateer exploit. So I released Granada to be my vassal. So they can occupy the Gibraltar and just basically set up the exploit. And obviously, I keep Alhambra. And, yeah, things start to ramp up here. The nice thing is that Granada actually colonized the New World for me. Which is very, very nice, I might say. Because, like, I colonized a bit of Brazil, moved myself into it, and I just ditched the exploration already, because why would I keep it anyways, right? Like, the whole point was just to move into the New World, but not to colonize things ourselves. So yeah, it's pretty nice that they actually, they also helped me defend Brazil, which is another very nice thing. What's the next anyway? I don't know. I might probably go for a speedy, what was that? Argentine Empire or something, whatever you call it. The one that England, PU, France, and can form. Paradox haven't fixed that. They did. They hot fixed it, but you can just stay on the old patch, right? I mean, it's like, for me, it's very simple, right? Like, I know that I can do this the legit way. Like, I know perfectly how to do it the legit way. I mean, it's not even rocket science, right? You grow, you expand, you colonize, you conquer, right? It's not even like anything like just out of the ordinary, right? It's like working out a world conquest. And then like I just know how to do it. It takes a lot of time, and I just think like it speeds things up quite a bit with the privateer exploit. I mean, it's not like you ever will run out of time even. I mean, you grow enough like I did. You get out of the New World, which is free, by the way, because if you move yourself to the New World, every colonial nation can be attacked without their overlord getting caught in. It's just one way to play the game. So the New World, the moment I move to the New World, I have the entire New World under my control. And then this is not counting the rich African coast, India, or whatever. Like, the New World alone would have allowed me to do a lot of things. I mean, maybe not take on the entire Europe, like France and XRE at the same time, but obviously taking out the Ottomans and then Russia, Poland. I mean, this is all part of the campaign goal anyway, so we have to do it anyways. So we do that, we make them into our power base, and then it's just like smooth sailing, just divide and conquer. Make some states and all that. So that was that. I just think like the poverty exploit is just a convenience. I mean, the most important thing also being that it's not like you can just use it from the beginning of the game, right? Like, you have to conquer the entire trade node. You have to set it up. Like, you don't just like press a button in the starting screen and then suddenly you get infinite money. So I don't see that as a problem. And by the time I set it up, like, I used originally I used a villa as my setup, and I used Granada, like I said. By the time I got this big and actually taking on Spain, that was already mid game. So it wasn't really as useful. It's not a game changer, is what I'm saying. Oh wow, we have Arabia and Ottoman next to each other. This is not gonna end well with these two. Okay, let's go to the little theory crafting session.